As you have just seen, there is an active exercise in level 1 of Spring Forest Qigong. There is also a special sitting exercise. It has 2 parts, small universe and self-concentration. These exercises require no physical movement and can be done seated or lying down. They are fully explained in your manual, and you do them with your audio tapes. This is simply a reminder that you should learn them and practice them. Now, we are going to learn how to send out energy to help others. First of all, you hold your fingers like this. This is called sword fingers. Visualize the energy comes out from the tip of the fingers and go to the person's area where he or she feels uncomfortable. Use the sword fingers to break out the energy blockage like this. You can move your fingers in a circular way. You can move your fingers like this, like a chopping, and break out the energy blockage. Then open up your fingers like this. Visualize energy coming out from the tips of the fingers, enter the person's head, take hold of the blockage as smoke, as air, then pull it out, throw it away. Pull it out, throw it away. Keep repeating this motion until you will get the sensation, until you feel the blockages totally clear. Then you send energy through the palm of your hand into where you take the blockage out. 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you might also send some energy to this person's lower dantian, which is deep in behind the navel. 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. While you are doing the whole healing, you call upon the Master's energy first. Have the Master's energy join your energy, then combine these 2 energies together, the power is tremendous. And also, during the healing, you need to repeat in your mind with great confidence. You say, pain's gone, completely healed. Pain's gone, completely healed. And visualize the pain totally goes away. In Spring Forest Qigong healing, the more energy you send out to help others to heal, the more energy you will get. Each time when you send energy out to help this person, when you inhale, you pull the energy through every part of the body from the universe into the lower dantian over here and put the energy in your lower dantian. Each time you lose energy only through the tips of the fingers. You send it out to help others. So you gain more than you lose. To heal others, the techniques are very important. But the most important things are love, forgiveness, and kindness. If a healer does not have love, kindness, and forgiveness, and he will never become a good healer, especially doing this spiritual energy healing. And in level 2, you are going to learn the whole process of doing the energy healing, how to detect the blockage and how to unblock the blockages for the whole body. And here, the technique you learn with the soft fingers is very simple, but it's very, very powerful. Please use this technique with the confidence to help your friends, to bring happiness to your friends and your family.
Hello, my name is Neil Kay. I'm a physician. My specialties are in hematology and internal medicine, and I do research in cancer, in particular the immune system and its role in human cancers. I'd like to talk to you today about Qigong and Chunyi Lin and his practice and teaching of Qigong. I became acquainted with Chunyi Lin approximately 2 years ago when I saw him give a talk at a symposium on breast cancer. Since that time, I've enrolled in 2 of his classes and learned a lot about Qigong from Chunyi Lin. And it is clear to me that Chunyi Lin is a very powerful practitioner of this important method of dealing with human energies. I also know that while it's very difficult to specifically show using Western evidence that this particular practice is the same as is quantifiable based on how we would look at this in Western medicine, that this practice has a lot to offer, and that the way Qigong is practiced and taught by Chunyi Lin is a very powerful approach to human health. While I could give specific examples of this, I think the most important concept that needs to be kept in mind with Qigong is that individuals may practice this for health, for well-being, and for prevention of disease. I also know that with time and with research, the Qigong will likely be shown to have important impact on not just the immune system, but many other components of what we recognize as critical physiologic systems in human health. I hope that I will be able to work with Chunyi Lin in doing some of that research. I also hope that we will see many other research programs throughout this country and throughout the world begin to evaluate Qigong in the same way as we have evaluated other kinds of more traditional Western medicines. In the end, I'm convinced that we will see important evidence that this is a strong and critical alternative or complementary therapy for humans in the maintenance of health and even in the stabilization of disease.
I have what they call biliary proteinosis. What happens, protein builds into the air sacs. And once that protein builds up, it's like sand, wet sand. And of course, then when your air sacs are plugged up, that's going to cause you a lot of problems, like not being able to breathe, gasping for air. And so the only way I was ever going to get off of oxygen was to have a lung transplant. I had been to the Mayo Clinic. They told me that. My St. Paul doctor, lung doctor, also told me the same thing. The only way that I would be able to get off of oxygen and get better was through a lung transplant. And I really did not want to go that route either, because I didn't feel right that someone should have to die so I could get their lungs so that I could live. And I still to this day have trouble handling that concept of a transplant.
Have you had a lung transplant?
No.
But here you are sitting without oxygen.
I have since 1993. So I was on oxygen from November of '86 to March of '93.
And how did you get off oxygen then?
Well, I met Chunyi Lin. He was an instructor at Simley High School, and this is how my son found out about him. And he wanted me to go and see if he could help me. He knew he could help me, but I did not believe he could. But lo and behold, here I am since '93 without oxygen. And I thank God every day for Mr. Lin. And through Mr. Lin, I learned to do these different exercises. I went to level 3. And lo and behold, here I am without oxygen. So as you notice, I'm wearing my 4th of July Independence shirt because I'm independent of having to use oxygen. And I think that is super great because he gave me a whole quality of life. And that's what I think we all want, is quality of life.
How did you come to know Chunyi Lin?
I came to know about him through my son. My son Ralph has always been into martial arts, and since I was having lung problems, severe lung problems, that I was on oxygen 24 hours a day for 6.5 years, he suggested I'd go see this Chinese breathing. That's what it was called at that time. And I thought, no, I don't think I want to do this. But my son insisted that I go do this. So I went, and hoping that I was doing the right thing. And 8 weeks later, I was off oxygen. So I guess I did the right thing.
8 weeks later.
8 weeks later.
Tell us about it.
Healing energy I've experienced through Chunyi. When I was having a bad time, a bad couple of years, and ended up with a bleed on my brainstem. My cousin worked at Anoka Ramsey and told me about Chunyi. So I went to visit him after seeing some doctors, and was told that I had a vein bleed on my brainstem, and they had suggested different things, surgery, and I went for a second opinion at Mayo. And before I went for that second opinion, I went to see Chunyi and have energy work done about 3 times.
What happened?
By the time I got to Mayo, well, first of all, because of the bleed, my vision I couldn't focus. If I turned my head, my eyes didn't go. So I couldn't drive. I had trouble swallowing. Was choking on some food. And so they were concerned. And when I went to visit Chunyi a few times, it just kept getting better. And before I went to Mayo, I went back to Chunyi, and he said the blockage was gone. And I said, well, just give me one more treatment so I feel good going to Mayo. By the time I got to Mayo, the doctors could not find, they didn't even do a second MRI there. They did a lot of tests on me for reflexes, and they couldn't find anything. They said there was nobody, unless you were trained, there was one little, something to do with my eyes that the neurosurgeon there could notice. But otherwise, all the symptoms were gone. And so they sent me back home, and I went back to the neurosurgeon at Park Nicollet, and she did another MRI. And when she came in the room afterwards, she said, well, I had to look twice. She said, because I looked at your second MRI, and I couldn't figure out why you were even here. She said, so she had to go back and look at the original MRI to see where the problem was. And all she could find was a little residue of where the problem had been. And she asked me to come back once a year, and I said, but I don't need to come back once a year. And she said, no, you're right, you don't. She said, if you ever need me, holler. And I feel wonderful.
How is that possible?
How is it possible? It has to be moving. I do believe it's from moving your energy. I feel strongly about it. When things are happening in your life, and just things daily, and you don't know how to work through them, when you can move your energy, have someone move your energy, or learn to move your own energy, and move out the illness, or move whatever is stuck, just move it out of you. It just clears things up. It's healing. But it does more than heal, to me. It does more than heal physically. To me, it's like a godsend. It's something that everyone should know about. And once you know about it, and you've had experience with it, you don't forget it, and you don't want to not be part of it.
Okay, finish this question for me, Sue. Chunyi Lin and Spring Forest Qigong have done what for my life?
Have done wonderful things for my life, amazing things for my life. They've given me a way to make my life richer, and taught me a way to have a happier life. Like I said before, it doesn't affect you just physically. It affects you spiritually, emotionally. It helps you to start to know the real person that you are, and to let that come out. Let your energy come out that's in there.
All this from doing Qigong?
All of this from doing Qigong. And I firmly believe it. and you couldn't change my mind.
I was diagnosed with fibrocystic breast disease, and I had 2 lumps removed surgically. I found another lump, and I didn't want to have another surgery. So after I saw him and saw that he was working with the doctors from the University of Minnesota, I thought, hey, let's give this a try.
What happened?
After the first session, I went to him. The lump I had was about the size of a golf ball, and it was reduced by 95%, down to the size of a pea. After the second session, it was completely gone. Completely.
What did your doctor say?
They are amazed. They're amazed.
What did you tell them?
I told them what happened, and they're just, they don't know what to say. They can't believe it. It's a miracle.
Have you talked with other people about it?
Tons of people.
What do you tell them?
I tell them it's amazing. You go in there, you feel so relaxed. We're also taking his classes so we can teach other people how to do the healing. You just feel so relaxed. I don't have any more stress. My husband's talked to people at work. They've gone to him for back pain, everything. Breast lumps, migraines, allergies, and they all come out no problems. They're completely healed.
You're talking to a friend about Chunyi and Spring Forest Qigong. What do you tell them? What would you tell someone right now?
I tell them to go see him, or at least get the tape and learn about Qigong. Learn how to heal yourself. It's amazing.
Can you explain to us how it works?
I don't know. He moves the energy blockages. There's energy blockages in your body. He moves them out. They're gone.
Most people would say that's impossible.
I know.
What do you say to that?
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Anything is possible. That's what I do believe. I took Chunyi's class. I haven't seen him on a one-on-one basis, but just in that class, he healed me because I had a torn muscle in my back. It's been a nagging injury. And just in one time in his class, and no perceptible thing he did to me, it was gone. It felt like somebody had massaged the muscle. It was hot, and then the next day it was completely gone. I had no pain thereafter. To me, it was just totally amazing. I couldn't understand it, but I do believe it.
What did he do? Did he massage your back?
No, he says he focuses his chi on you. That was all he had to do. Just to focus on the energy blockage in your body. That's all he had to do.
Okay, what do you tell people at work when you're talking with them about your experience?
Well, I just say that he can see your aura, and he can change. Like you said, he can move those energy blockages out of your body. Most people I've talked to, they don't understand that. That's otherworldly to them. So I don't know. But a few people have been accepting of what I've said, and they have gone and seen him too. So I don't know.
Would you believe this if you hadn't experienced it yourself?
No, I wouldn't have. No, I'm a person that has to see it to believe it. I really am. I was totally amazed that he could actually do it. I had the belief that it was possible, but not the concrete proof I needed. Until he did it to me, and until I saw what happened with my wife. I was just utterly amazed.
What other differences has it made? How has it changed you?
I'm more calm, relaxed. Little things don't get to me. Like I said, I don't have migraine headaches anymore. I don't have to take allergy pills anymore. I don't even suffer from any allergies. Just everything, you notice more things around you. I'm just a more relaxed person.
Finish the sentence for me. I think Spring Forest Qigong is...
amazing. Amazingly amazing. It's a miracle.